everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to convert from base 10 to base 16, and to keep things simple I'm going to include calculator steps. Before we get started, let's talk about 16. Remember, base 16 has 16 symbols starting with 0 and going through 9. Once we hit 9, we have to go from numbers over to letters to make sure we stay with digits. Our symbols for the numbers 10 through 15 will be the letters A through F. A will be 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, and F is 15. Make sure you have those written down so you don't have to think through them every time you want to do the conversion. Our method is going to be repeated division by 16. We'll start by dividing by 16. We'll write down our remainder, and we want to do that as an integer. We're not going to write down decimals. After that, we're going to divide our quotient by 16. We'll write down our remainder, and we'll continue this process until we end up with a quotient of 0. Once we get that quotient of 0, we're going to read our remainders from the bottom up, and remember to do your conversions of the remainders. Every digit in your remainder should be a digit that exists in base 16, so 0 through F. So instead of trying to do this in our head or write down long division, we're going to go through calculator steps that will take care of the hard part for us. So here's the problem we're going to do. We're going to write 61,532 in hexadecimal. So in our calculator, we put 61,532 divided by 16. We get 3,845.75. The 3,845 is our quotient. We need to deal with this 0.75 remainder. So we can do 16 times 0.75, and it gives us 12. That says 12 is our remainder, so we're going to hold on to that. We also want to remember that 12 is equivalent to C in hexadecimal, so our first remainder is C. Now, we'll take our quotient, 3,845, and we'll divide by 16 again. This time, we get 240.3125. So like last time, we're going to take the 0.3125 and multiply by 16. This gives us 5. That's our second remainder. We repeat the process again. We take 240, we divide by 16. This time we get 15. Notice there's no decimal. That says our remainder is 0. Now it's important to remember, where do I stop? Do I stop when my remainder is 0 or when my quotient is 0? And the answer is when the quotient is 0. So let's keep going. We need to divide 15 by 16, and this time I do get my quotient of 0 with a remainder of 0.9375. So the 0.9375 times 16 gives us 15, which we probably knew already. So this says our last remainder is 15, which we know 15 in hexadecimal is equal to F. We have a remainder of C from step 1, 5 from step 2, 0 from step 3, and F from step 4. When you write your answer, you're going to read from the bottom up. That's going to give us a final answer of F05C, base 16. If you want to check your work, you can always convert from base 16 back to base 10.